How to pass a mouth swab test. Mouth swab tests are much easier to pass than a urine or blood test, since they usually can't detect drug use from more than a couple days ago. However, the technology is recent and always changing, so it's best to take precautions. Most online advice is ineffective or even harmful, but there are a few small ways to increase your odds. Part 1. Preparing in advance. 1. Avoid drugs for 72 hours before the test. The mouth swab test can only reliably detect drugs ingested in the last 48 hours. Spending at least 72 hours drug-free is recommended to be on the safe side, especially if you are a heavy user. Also avoid cough suppressant medication that contains codeine. Being in the same room as marijuana smoke is unlikely to affect your saliva for longer than 30 to 45 minutes. 2. Swab your mouth. Wipe down the sides of your mouth with a cotton swab. This may remove some old oral fluids from earlier drug use. There's no evidence backing up this tactic, but it's possible this has a minor effect. 3. Keep up saliva production. In theory, new saliva will have lower concentrations of drug-related chemicals than old. Unfortunately, most of the chemicals get there from your bloodstream, which can't be flushed out the same way. Still, there's no harm in trying this for a few days before the test. Stay hydrated by sipping water frequently, so you can produce more saliva. Chew gum to stimulate saliva production when your mouth feels dry. 4. Brush your teeth twice daily. Brush for several minutes, and include your tongue and cheeks as well as your teeth. Rinse and spit at the end. This won't work any miracles, but it will ensure that old oral fluids aren't built up in your mouth. Part 2. Preparing just before the test. 1. Suck sour candies. The more acidic your saliva, the more difficult it is to detect drugs. Multiple studies have shown lower drug test results right after people sucked citrus candies. Believe it or not, some drug testers will give you a citrus candy to stimulate your saliva flow before testing. You may need to suck several before going in to have a major effect. 2. Chew gum or breath mints. Chewing gum or breath mints will change your oral fluids, which can make the mouth swab test less effective. Most people choose the cinnamon or strong mint flavors, but it's unclear which is best. 3. Rinse with water. If this has any effect, it's small and short-lived. But it's also one of the easiest steps you can take. 4. Consider rinsing with mouthwash. This might remove more drug-related molecules than water. However, alcohol-based mouthwashes can lead to a false positive for alcohol abuse. There are mouthwash products advertised at people taking drug tests, but one study found no reason these would be more effective than normal mouthwash. Tips. Eating poppy seeds can make you test positive for heroin, but usually only for about an hour. Most drug testers now follow updated guidelines that avoid longer periods of false positives from poppy seeds. However, this also makes them less likely to accept the poppy seed defense. The mouth swab test won't return any result at all if it doesn't get enough saliva. Showing up with a dry mouth will just make the test longer and more unpleasant. Warnings. Drinking cleaning products will seriously injure or kill you. Do not trust any advice that tells you to do so.